And they always got these. And they always having fun.
So, be welcome here. We have the honor to do the first Gesprächskonzert. I don't know how to say that in English. That is the second? Okay, it's the second. And so thank you for coming. What we are demonstrating today is the Ploytec PL2. It's a MIDI-powered synthesizer. It's pretty tiny. And we should have a picture of it. And so can you hear me well? Maybe I should get closer. So this is the PL2. It's a MIDI-powered synthesizer. That means it takes the power from the MIDI plug, it takes the data from the MIDI plug, and there's no knobs or anything, so it's fully controlled on MIDI, and it gives you audio output. So all the sounds you're hearing here are from this tiny box. And actually, this is DobBroMan from Berlin. And yeah, and he's playing on a guitar to MIDI interface, one of this. Here we have some drum pads. It's Tomi Kaufmann from Eimeldingen. And also all the drum sounds are coming from here. And what you can't see is I have a foot keyboard, which is this one. And it's also connected to one of this. And this guitar is like also a PL2. So we play one more song and then I talk a little more about how this works. Yeah. Thank you. So let me tell you a little bit more about the PL Squad. It actually features 2 oscillators, and we can discuss a lot about that, but we call these oscillators analog because they only do pulse waves, and they work like an old divider organ. So there's a high master frequency, and all the frequencies are divided down from this one big frequency. And so the pulse waves are pretty flexible. So by changing individual elements within the pulses, like it goes a long time up and then a short time up and a short time up and so on, we can synthesize all the different sounds you can hear in the 2 oscillators. And then there's also things like a drum mode, which Tomi presents, so we can have a bass drum, we can do a hi-hat, and play like this. We have cowbells, like these nice Casio effects. And then within the synthesizer there's a multi-mode filter, and maybe I can demonstrate it here. And there's also an analog filter, and then we have, of course, ADSR, and we have LFOs and all the things you need as a synthesizer. And then, because everything's controlled via MIDI controllers, there's also a computer software that allows you to set up this box, telling it which MIDI channel to play on, or even omni channels. And you can even assign all the 128 MIDI controllers to their individual meanings. That means if you want the filter cutoff on controller 11, you just set that, and then you can put a firmware update via MIDI sysx into the box. And with the firmware update, you can even change all the insights, for example, for the speech firmware you already heard. So these PL squares are available for about 77 euros. There's also a white one which runs on USB instead of MIDI for the people who want to use an iPad or a computer. And we have a third song. We would like to show some more of the sounds this synthesizer does.
Zero. 1 0. 1 0. 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4.
So thank you for listening. There's just one feature I would like to show quickly. For the bass, real bass players have to go up and down with their fingers to trigger the string from both sides. And the keyboarders actually need to use double or twice the speed to play, which makes it very hard to play a fast bass on a keyboard. And the PL Squared has nice features, like with the mod wheel, you can get the trigger on the key release in here. So I can trigger a second time on releasing the key. So if I rehearse for long enough to get a 50-50 time between pushing and releasing, then it's very easy to play fast bass like this. And actually I'm only playing this and get another attack on the release of the key. So yeah, that's basically the idea of the PL Squared synthesizer. And if you want to check it out for yourself, we're at booth number 200, which is when you get out here, turn left, you see it. It's the Ploytec booth, number 200. And we'll be here for 2 more days, so be welcome to visit us, talk to us, ask questions, and thank you for listening. Thank you.